Mr. Wang, if you are the boss of a company,
If there is only one standard for selecting people,
what kind of standard would you choose?
Yesterday when I was having dinner, I seem to say that it should be
It's a character,
right song. But what do you think?
but people's hearts cannot be measured. Talking about character, it's a very painful thing to figure out people
What do you think? Standing on the talent concept of Golden Sun.
from the perspective of our company or from my personal perspective. If there is only one criterion for selecting people,
I think.
responsibility is the most important. Because of the sense of responsibility, turning a person who is irresponsible into you want to cultivate him into a responsible person. Even if it's possible, but the possibility is very small and difficult. In addition, if you choose the right person with responsibility and you train them, they can grow rapidly and can be used by you. They can also realize their personal value because responsible people work more seriously, more meticulous, and more proactive. This is a very important factor in a person's growth. So if there is only one standard, I think it is responsibility. If there must be a second word, in fact, from small and medium sizes, Jackie has said that. I think it is a suitable one. We really want top-notch talents, but they may not be interested in us. In fact, the right one is the best in this case. What is the definition of suitability? There is no standard, but from another perspective, why do we say? To find the right one. Because each enterprise develops two different stages. The definition of talents is different. According to your definition, you can find the relatively matching talents. In addition, talents must be of high level in their ordinary positions, can create value for the enterprise. We can all consider them as talents. Don't think of talents as something very high-end, especially in our foundry, our skilled workers. Why is that? Jin Taiyang has been doing the star employee selection. That is to train them as talents, to cultivate, replicate, and form an organization. Strong organizational power, which is actually the so-called combat power. As I mentioned yesterday, if Jin Taiyang fights alone, each of my employees maybe 60 points, 70 points level. But if I form a team with my single soldier, it may be a team with 80 or 90 points. So for the talent, I have this basic view. I have such a basic understanding. In fact, there are some other companies, which is the same as what you talked about yesterday. They poach others' talents and hire them. This is another problem. For some talents in enterprises, do you choose to hire them or train them internally? From the practice of Golden Sun, in fact, more than 90% of our employees are trained internally. For so-called parachute troops, it's not impossible because if it is a very high-end enterprise or top experts like technical experts, such as technical experts and financial experts, it may be difficult to train them yourself. At this time, I think that for external personnel, it's okay to hire them. But for our regular managers, if you choose so-called airdropped soldiers, actually, it takes them a year to familiarize themselves with your business. The second year to integrate your team and may be effective in the third year. It will take at least 3 years. But often some business owners, you hire someone, they always have high expectations for them, hoping for immediate results. You want them to produce results in a year. Generally, bosses don't have the patience to wait for 3 years. From another perspective, if you hire a relatively average capable person and responsible person, actually, in 3 years, he can basically grow into what you want him to be. Instead, the person you train like this may be more suitable for the topic we just talked about, is more suitable, and the company suits him, and the company suits him in this way. He will stay in the company longer. So you can see many so-called parachute soldiers stay in the company for 1 or 2 years because they haven't fully adapted to the company or haven't fully exerted their abilities because both sides feel it's not suitable. They break up.